Hey Flosstube. Um, Many people have before seen my mom in pictures or videos that I've done before. You helped me with a sewing lesson once.
Yeah, I did. I think I serged a piece of linen for you so it wouldn't ravel. But yeah, and so I don't have much time to cross stitch anymore, but I have a little bit.
Well, Mom came to visit me today. It's Sunday, and we went out to lunch. And I told her that when she came, she should bring her stuff with me because I wanted to film a video today, and that everybody would probably enjoy seeing what she had been working on as well. So, do you want me to go first, or you want to go
No,
first?
I'll just go ahead. Well, I have my floss on top of my.
And are you Emily's mom, or?
Sure, I'm Emily's mom. This is the piece that I'm working on right now. It's a huge piece. And
I'll hold this up so they can see.
Okay.
It's by the Crossed Wing collection.
And like I said, I don't have much time to cross stitch anymore, but when I do, I sit down and it's very relaxing. And
yeah, your loving daughter's got you an Otlot, so she has that with her chair in the living room.
Oh yeah, I do. I couldn't see anything without that because when I cross stitch most of the time at night. And anyway, but my pattern, I don't know if you see this or not.
I'm supposed to show you pattern.
Oh, I'm not. Anyway, it's several sheets. So,
but because you can see the front, that's the model stitch that's on the crossed wing. But it's like a copyright thing where, like, if somebody were able to duplicate it, but if you're just flashing it up, nobody.
Oh,
if they can
okay.
stitch from that, good for them.
Yeah, good luck with it because I've had to go back and go back.
You want to show them your project bag you made yourself?
Oh, yeah. I love blues and greens.
She has a little bit of a wilder style than her daughter.
When you get older, that happens to you.
I thought you were working on another piece too.
I never got started.
Oh.
I quilt too, though. And I just made my granddaughter a double wedding ring quilt, and she loved it. Now I'm about to tackle a 9-patch for Emily. And I have another granddaughter that when I gave Autumn her quilt, she was looking at me like, where's mine?
You'll get to it.
So another one. Okay, now you.
Oh, well, you finished, what is the one that you finished that you put in the bedroom? You borrowed that chart from me, that Good Housewife piece?
Oh, yeah. It didn't take long to do that.
It was really pretty. Scattered seeds or something?
Yeah, scattered seeds. I like simple, though. And I don't know why I tackle this piece. It's going to take me forever, but I like the flowers and the birds.
Let's see. You can help me go through and show the things that I've been working on. I think I filmed about 3 weeks ago. So this is what I've done since then. I don't really have to show the image for this one anymore because this has been my focus piece this year.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone has seen it tons of times.
Yeah, I love that linen.
I'm getting so much closer to being done with it.
You sure are. Not too much longer.
Yeah.
But I love that piece, the mermaid.
I have to finish the column that I'm working on, and then one more column and a half, and I'll be done. Let's see if I can get closer in on what I've done in the past few weeks. But it's huge.
It is huge.
Once I get this one done, I was thinking that it might look good in there in the dining room with all that green.
Oh, yeah. Get you a pretty mat for it.
Probably won't mat it. But I probably will get like a really like thick dark wood frame that looks kind of masculine.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked on a lot. Whoop, there's my scissors. I went to the Hawk Run Hollow group, that group that I go to down in Marietta,
Mm-hmm.
and I worked on this piece that day.
Oh, I like that linen too, that colored rust.
This is Under the Sea Fabrics, and the color is Christmas at Williamsburg. But I finished off this first block as I'm dropping it, and I got the border around it, and then I also got started on block 2 and started stitching that tree. But I'll probably for a while just work on this at that monthly get together, which you should come to with me at some point.
I might.
It's fun. We have a good time. Everybody there is closer to your age than mine. Miss Beverly, I believe Beverly watches my videos. I sat next to her this last time, and she told me and Diana that she's 83, still stitches, still doing all kinds of stuff. She impresses me.
I like that bag. It's pretty.
Well, you taught me how to make them. This piece is the Scarlet House 7 sheep sampler. Jessie Marie is a girl that does videos as well, and she was doing a stitch along for her birthday, and she said, you know, she doesn't expect everybody to stitch the exact same thing, but she wanted people to work on for her birthday a piece that's really meaningful.
Right.
So I'd actually chosen this piece to do because I'm going to replace this section with some lyrics from like the first song that Jim and I ever danced to.
Yeah, romantic.
So, and that was actually, I think that was Jim's idea to do that. So I told him to pick the verse that he wanted in there, and when I get to it, that I'll chart it out and stitch it in. But I got a lot done on this. This is 36 count, picture this plus murky linen, which is really dark and moody, but I like it. And I'm using the gassed threads. There's like 3 different thread options on this piece. I'm using the gassed ones, and I replaced the raspberry parfait with cinnamon, I think, so that it's more orange instead of bright pink.
I don't care for the bright pinks.
Yeah, I like the orange better. I think it looks really good with this fabric. So I worked on that for probably about a week. And got probably about from there overdone.
It's good.
And let's see. The only thing I haven't showed is in May, there's a group called Stitch Mania, Maynia. And even people that aren't in the group end up participating. And the original premise of the group was that people started a new project like every day.
Oh my gosh, I never would finish.
So they started a new project for like every day, but people have changed that throughout the years, so it's whatever is manic to you. So because I usually change projects once a week, I decided to do a monogamania, which actually is something I think Jessie started. So I'm going to work on Heartstring Samplery's His Eyes on the Sparrow for a solid month. I'm not going to take it out of my Q-snap, but basically from here over is what I've accomplished in the past week, which is a good bit from
It
here
is.
over.
And your work's so neat too.
It helps to be able to see it. Well, you said your issue is cataracts.
Oh yes, I hope I can have the one that's bothering me removed before too much longer.
I keep telling her to get a second opinion. And
We'll see.
the other stuff is stuff that I've bought. We usually do a section to show that as well. Jessica Schoolhouse Stitcher went to a cross stitch shop over in Alabama and texted me from there and told me that they had some out of print stuff and that if I wanted it, she would get it for me and I could pay her back. So she picked this up for me. This is an out of print Birds of the Feather chart. Isn't that pretty?
It is pretty.
So she got that for me. And then Jessie enabled me to get this piece because it's the one that she started for her birthday. It's a sampler by Maura Blackburn. And the quote on it is, Dickinson. It says, hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. It's really pretty.
Mm.
And then, because Lakeside Linens is so hard to come by now, I saw a piece and grabbed it. This is Vintage Maple Sugar, which in person, that kind of has a mauve tint to it, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Has dark and lighter streaks of brown.
Mm-hmm. Where it's vintage, it's got a little bit of a modeling to it. And then I picked up, this was a new release from Market, Heartstring Sampleries, the cat sampler.
I like that.
And see what it says. A house isn't a home without the ineffable contentment of a cat with its tail folded around its feet.
Is anybody surprised? Emily used to collect cat's meow for a long time.
Oh yeah, back in the day. And what's curled up around your feet at the moment?
Yeah, we went to Pennsylvania and drove probably 100 miles out of our way so she could go to a store that was their specialty, cat's meow.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. 20 years plus.
Probably.
See, I would have been 14. So yeah, about 23 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was showing Mom these a second ago. This is something that I grabbed off of eBay. It's a vintage cross-stitch piece. There's actually a pair of them. I'd seen the pheasant one some time ago and loved it. I think McCall's put this out in the 60s or 70s where it was like a printed, you print it on fabric, iron it on, and then cross-stitch over it kit. I think it's beautiful. I love the colors. And I loved that I was able to find both of them cheap in matching frames.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we actually went through this pretty quickly, Mom. Is there anything that you want to add?
No. No, I didn't really want to do it to start with.
Just a reminder that the duck adoption for the giveaway is going on until less than a week. So the actual duck race will happen mid-morning or lunch. That's the Eastern time zone on May 11th. So I would say, to be on the safe side, try to get those in and purchased by the 10th, early morning on the 11th. I'll enter you into that giveaway. I'll draw 2 names for a custom bag. And then, of course, Stephanie from Lindy Stitches donated a whole bunch of charts to me as well, so that I could give those to winners. Stephanie also did a separate giveaway, but I think that one has already closed. And I guess that is it.
Very good.
Short and sweet. See y'all after. I will come back after the Duck Derby is over and done with and do a video drawing names. And I will probably also come back at the end of the month and do a video to show you how far I got on His Eyes on the Sparrow. Bye, guys.